people. Okay, so today we're gonna make I don't know what it's called because I never studied French, but it's spelled Paris Brest. I'm gonna say it's Paris-Brest. Maybe you can drop a line in the comments and tell me what it is. But anyway, a history behind this dessert originated in France. There was a bicycle race between Paris and Brest in France, and there was a famous pastry chef that lived along the route, and he made this dessert in honor of that race. And think of it as like a wreath. So basically we're gonna do something very similar to what we did for the cream puffs and eclairs video. And if you haven't seen that video, I suggest you watch it, because that video shows you how to create the pate choux, which is the dough we're gonna use to make this lovely dessert. So in preparation for piping out these shapes, I don't claim to be an artist, so I had to draw my circle. If you watch my other videos, you know I already have a challenge with circles. So I just took a piece of parchment paper. I took a round cookie cutter or a round cutter. This one, or if you have a small cake pan, this is a 4-inch cutter. And I drew the shape on the parchment paper. I drew several of them on this. So here you see, I have several circles. So these are going to be the individual ones. Yes, I know they're big, but they're going to be individual. This is so good that you're gonna want them this size, trust me. So I already made my pate choux. As I said, there's another video on that. So I just had it in the fridge overnight, which you can keep it in the fridge for a couple of days, and you can also freeze it for up to a couple months and reuse it as needed. Now we're gonna fill our bag. If you watched my other video, you'll also see how to fill the pastry bag. If you don't have a pastry bag, you can use a Ziploc or just a regular storage bag. I'm using a multi-pronged star tip. This is a Wilton number 4B. And I have showed you also on the other video how to load the coupler and the tip. You don't have to do the coupler. You can just drop it right in the bag. Right now I have my oven preheated to 375 degrees awaiting these bags. So now we have our bag ready for the pate choux. And we're just gonna use the spatula, a rubber spatula here. And we're gonna pick up some and just dump it in there. I'm using a 14-inch pastry bag. More in there. You don't want it too full, because the fuller it is, the harder it is to control the piping. So here we have it. So shake, 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 and squeeze it down. Pipe along each circle. Squeeze in as I go along. And I'm gonna go in with another circle inside here too. Okay, and then we go over the top with another one just to get a little bit more height. We're gonna egg wash it, and that will smooth out the imperfections of my circles, I hope. And then I have some sliced almonds, which we will sprinkle on top. I'm trying not to waste any of my slithered almonds on the sheet. Okay, so now we're ready to put this in the oven. We have 4 mini guys over here, egg washed and almonded. That's a new word I just coined. And going in the oven. We're gonna make the almond mousseline cream that is going to be used as one of the fillings in there. So I made pastry cream ahead, and it's flavored with almond extract. So in here I have 150 grams of pastry cream, which is about a cup of pastry cream. And to that, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of butter. Now, we want to make sure both these ingredients are at room temperature so they mix together nicely. And then we're just gonna blend them together until it's nice, fluffy, and delightful. Start low and then go up a little higher. So I'm at about a 4 here now. And we're gonna just beat that until everything comes together nicely. Now that that's mixed, we're gonna add in the almond butter. Mix that together so it's all combined. And then I mixed the rest of the pastry cream that I had left over, about a half a cup, into the whipped cream, and this is called crème diplomat now. Now we don't want to fill our bag too much because then we could have cream coming out the other end, and it's harder to pipe when the bag is so full. So we're going for about a half full. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it down. Shake it down. So here we have them, nice and melanined. Okay, so our mini Paris Brests are cooled, and we have all our ingredients here that we're gonna use to put it together. I also have some chocolate ganache. I have a video on how to make that. It's very easy. I have the almond mousseline cream that we made earlier, and I also have the crème diplomat, which was the pastry cream mixed with some whipped cream. And here we have a glass bottle, because what I'd like to do is these toffee bits, I'm going to add them, sprinkle them on top of the cream to give a crunch. So I want to just beat it up a bit, and also I need to just take out a little aggression. I think that's sufficiently beaten to death. And I also have a large serrated edge knife, which I'm going to use to cut it open. So you'll just find a good midway point and just slice through carefully. Okay, so we're going to take the hat off. So as you see, underneath the top, it's hollow. Same thing in the bottom, it's hollowed out. And I'm just going to pipe around the edge with that. I have a star tip in here. You can use any tip you would like. It's basically whatever you want. And then I'm going to pipe on the inside the almond mousseline. Pipe that on the inside. And then, of course, we have to top it off with a little chocolate. So I have my chocolate ganache here. There's a video on that. I'm just gonna pipe it somewhere along the middle here of these two. So it's a nice blend of colors here. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of my toffee bits and sprinkle it along the top here. And then I'm just gonna top it with some more whipped cream. And then we should also put a little bit in the top here, right? Why not? Put a little dollop in there. Okay. So now we put the hat on top. And then we take a little icing sugar, confectioners sugar, whatever you call it, and just sprinkle it generously on top. None of these have a lot of sugar in there, so if you get a little heavy-handed with the confectioner sugar, it will be okay. You won't go to jail. So if you watch my fruit tart video, you'll see how to make this apricot glaze. It's very easy. I took a slice out and I'm just gonna taste it. So this is the one that has the crème diplomat, the almond mousseline cream, and the chocolate ganache. You can see it there if you can. And I'm just gonna take a bite just to see what it tastes like. Mmm. Mmm. Thanks for joining. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. I want to see you back.